In life, you're going to have major decisions that you will have to make. You know what I'm saying? It's like the thing of it is this though. It can be relationship based. It can be, working for a corporation based, friendship based. You know what I'm saying? Just your overall well being. Sometimes you're going to have real, like, decisions that you have to make. You know what I'm saying? So the question is, will you be able to make those major or make the necessary sacrifices that's going to be needed from you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to make that decision. You know what I mean? Because it's like we all going to have obstacles that's going to be in our way. We all going to have things that hinder us to a degree, but it's how you handle those difficult situations. How do you handle those obstacles that's in your way? How do you handle the adjustment in life that you have to make? So, will you be able to make the necessary sacrifices for your well being, for a better relationship, for a better opportunity at your job, or open up your own business, or leaving and going to a different corporation? Where even in the friendship, sometimes you have to cut ties from certain type of individuals. So the question is, will you be able to make the necessary sacrifices that you need to make in your life? Whether it's directly for you, yourself, or cutting out certain type of individuals around you, in the sense of where you just not, you just can't work together anymore. You can't hang out like you used to anymore, huh? So are you able to make those necessary sacrifices for you to excel in your life, for you to be able to step into your greatness, for you to have a better understanding with yourself? Do you feel? You know? Because it's like, as much as you think this person or this individual is worth having around you, you have to ask yourself, you have to ask yourself, if this person is around you, what are they around you for? And on top of that, are they offering you something that's beneficial in your life? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I only know that we have one life to live. I don't know about no second, third, fourth life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say this. When you have people in your life, especially friends and co-workers, and you know what I'm saying, people you associate yourself with, you have to ask yourself, what do you want out of this relationship, this friendship, huh? Even in business. If you've been working at a corporation for years and You looking at yourself, okay, if I was to retire here at this job, right? What are the benefits? Do this job offer you a 401k, some type of pension plan? You know what I'm saying? Like you got to really ask yourself, and then on top of all that, what is your wage? Is there opportunity for advancement within the company, huh? Like you got to look at all these different things, especially when you're involved in a corporation. You got to actually look at long term situations and ask yourself, even if you're starting from the bottom, you know what I'm saying? And you working your way up the ladder where you can make more money and have more, opportunity within the company. What are your options? Is there options for you? That's something you need to ask yourself and also whoever you getting in business with. Because if you've been following my channel, I always talk about no matter where you work at, you still are walking and talking business. When you work for the company and they tell you how much they paying, and then also usually some companies will say, okay, our base pay is this amount, $20, let's say, but your top pay can be up to $40. So to me, it's all about negotiating. You know what I'm saying? What are your experiences? What are you bringing to the corporation? Because if you can make up to $40 an hour, what are the steps or what are the requirements that I have to meet for me to get access to that pay? You feel me? So when you're working for a corporation, it's all about your negotiation. Because especially if they're telling you that the base pay is $20, but they pay up to $40 an hour, that means that based on your experience, based on what position you take, you could be making up to this amount. But you have to have an understanding of what that amount is and what's the requirements. You feel me? So that's the key to this. Will you be able to make the necessary sacrifices for you to be able to step into your greatness? Do you feel? Well, I'm just saying, you know, it's like this, right? And even if you looking to start up your own business, even if you looking to open up your own business, you also have to ask yourself, what's the difference of my business compared to my competitors, compared to somebody that's basically doing the same thing or something similar? What is your own little niche, niche to your own like way of doing things? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're selling clothes, everybody's selling clothes. What separates you from everybody else? I'm just using that for example. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's your customer service, how you talk to people, how you engage in conversations and try to figure out what they're looking for. You feel me? So it's like, even in your own business, you have to find what you're good at. You know what I'm saying? And try to really explode in that area. So when you're dealing with clients or customers, when they ask you certain type of questions based on your products, you able to really make it relatable to whatever they're looking for or some type of event they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're selling clothes, you should know everything about the fabric, or at least have enough understanding where if people ask you questions, you able to execute that. You able to explain that. You feel me? And make it relatable to that individual or group of people. That's my opinion. I used to do sales years ago. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the key in my training that I had, was where they tell us, or they, train us to have an understanding of, when you offer in certain products, you have to find a way to make that relatable to whoever you selling the products to. So if you have a business, I would assume it would be the same thing, right? So you need to have an understanding of your product and try to get an understanding based on questions and discovery with your customer. You try to find things what make it relatable of what you're selling and what they're looking for. You feel me? So you're able to tie that in together, and voila. Do you feel? Telling you, man. All I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. I am Shawn Beastolla. Let's go. So yeah, you gotta have that understanding, man. You know, I know it's late tonight. I definitely apologize because I started my live a lot later than what I wanted to, but I just had too much going on. I got in late from work and had to do a few things around the house. So, to the ones that understand you, understand me. Do you feel? You know? But the question is, are you able to make the necessary sacrifices for you to step into your greatness, huh? Because it's like when you're trying to get promoted, within a corporation, whether you looking to get some type of loan to open up a business or to enhance your business, it's important for you to understand your value. You know what I'm saying? It's important for you to understand your value. You got to really understand that. And it's also important for you to have confidence in what you believe in. You know, whatever you're trying to sell, whatever you're trying to offer, whatever you're trying to, you know, find a way for it to work for you, you have to be confident in your actions, confidence in your decisions, and in relationships, it's pretty much the same thing. You know, in relationships, it's important for you to have confidence, and that's any type of relationship, friendship, relationship, doesn't matter. It's all about how you conduct yourself and how you have standards for yourself. And also, you have standards for the certain type of individuals that you want to have around you. Because you can't control other people, but you can control how you move. You can control who you choose to have in your circle, you know? And it's not like you don't want to invite people in, but at the same time, you don't just invite anybody into your house, do you? Or you know what I'm saying? Are you that type of person where you meet somebody on the street and after a couple of minutes of talking to them, you invite them to your house? I mean, most folks, most rational thinkers do not do that. It take a whole lot more for you to get access to my home because that's my peace. You know what I'm saying? That's the place I go to where I feel safe, where I understand what's going on in my house. You know what I'm saying? So I know what to expect. So if I don't know you, or if we have a very casual type of relationship or friendship, just know you will have limited access to where I live at. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, do I really know you? You know what I'm saying? Do I know you? So you got to ask yourself that. And on top of all that, make sure you look at your situation and ask yourself this: have I made the necessary sacrifices for the betterment of myself, for the betterment of my situation, for the betterment of my understanding? Do you feel? You know, it's like you gotta have that. You gotta understand that. And any super successful individual will tell you that. You know, you look at most of your people that's very successful, millionaires and everything like that. For the ones where they let you know how they came up, a lot of them will tell you it came from their sacrifices. It came from their, discipline, being dedicated, being motivated, being passionate about what they believe in, you know? So that's how I look at myself. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to me and the goals I want to accomplish, I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to keep moving forward regardless of the outcome. Because in my mind, I feel like eventually I'm going to be able to get to where I need to be. But the point is for me to put myself in position to receive that greatness that's waiting for me, huh? You know what I'm saying? Because we all great in my mind. We all great to a degree. It's just a matter of you getting access to that. And I personally believe, my opinion, the only way you get that greatness or be able to tap into your greatness is by you getting out there and getting after it, by you pursuing it. Because you'd be surprised who would help you or give you tips or give you access, to something that would help you in your process. But you only get that, in my opinion, if you in the process of just pushing yourself and moving forward. Because you have no idea how somebody may come to you and help you or give you a little bit of information that you needed to complete your process. It's all about your sacrifices and your dedication to put yourself in position. And from that point going forward, you have no idea how the chips is going to fall. But I believe, in my opinion, things will start to open up for you, but you only get that when you out here pursuing it and putting yourself in position so you can win. Do you feel? Huh? That's the key. It's putting yourself in position and making those necessary sacrifices, so you can win, huh? So you can be great. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, not everybody is going to be able to tap into that greatness. Not everybody is going to have that understanding. But will you? I'll wait. You know what I mean? Because it's like, even with myself, right? It's been many nights where I was looking at my own situation, and I was looking at it at a point where I couldn't see the finish line yet. I had this belief. I had this belief on how things should go, and I thought I was prepared for it. But when things really start moving, it exposed me and showed that, I wasn't dedicated enough. I wasn't sacrificing enough. So the goal that I wanted to achieve didn't happen at that time. And the reason why I'm saying it like that today is that eventually I got there. But thinking back on that time, I could see today where I made those mistakes, you know, where I wasn't focused enough. I wasn't sacrificing enough to put myself in position, you know? So make sure you get out here and you get active. Make sure you get out here and you stay dedicated. Make sure you get out here and keep pushing forward. Make sure you get out here and keep moving forward into your greatness and you'd be surprised who you will attract in that process. So stay dedicated, stay motivated, and watch how your life get elevated. Do you feel me? So if you're new to my channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. You can share it. It's cool. All I bring to you was nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. I am Shawn Beastolla. Until next time.